All right, Project Veritas does it again. So they've got another one. They exposed another one. And for those of you that are unaware of what Project Veritas does, they basically set people up on dates from certain companies or certain organizations that they want to get information from. It's like an undercover kind of sting kind of thing, right? Where they set somebody up on a date, they get what they want to get out of that person, and that's that. And they end up exposing the company or whatever they're trying to do, right? And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some kind of expert on what they do. I just have a general understanding of their work. And from the things I've seen, they've mostly been good. And it's almost like you need a company like this to exist to get the evils and the truths of what's going on in the world out to the general public. Because if they didn't exist, there would be a lot of things that people would be unaware of that are actually taking place. But the way that I, do things on this channel, I tell you guys the real truth as best as I know it. And I'm going to say some things that you're probably not going to like. And it is what it is, right? But I want you guys to hear the raw truth from me and what I think about what's going on. And it is what it is. I'm just going to read you guys an article about what happened. And you guys can make up your own mind about what you think. And I'm going to call it the C-19. You guys know what the C-19 is. I don't have to spell it out for you. And you guys know why I'm going to call it that. Have to speak in code here. So this article is from NBC 15 News, and it says, undercover video allegedly shows Pfizer executive suspects C-19 resulted from virus mutations in Wuhan. And the article says, an undercover investigation from Project Veritas reportedly caught an unsuspecting Pfizer executive admitting his suspicions about the origins of the C-19 virus, which has killed nearly 7 million people worldwide since being introduced. Jordan Tristan Walker, who is allegedly Pfizer's Director of Research and Development, Strategic Operations, and mRNA Scientific Planning, was apparently caught on an undercover recording admitting he and other Pfizer executives had discussed mutating C-19 viruses in order to develop tailored shots to treat them. You know how the viruses keeps mutating. Well, one of the things we're exploring is like, why don't we just mutate? And this is him speaking, so this is quotes. Mutate it ourselves so we could preemptively build new shots, right? Walker can be heard saying to Project Veritas' undercover investigator, if we're going to do that, though, there's a risk of, like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating effing viruses. So that's like one of the things we're considering for like the future, Walker added. So the reason why I'm talking about this, there are two reasons. One is because, like I talked about in my last video, I talked about a death cult runs the world, right? So they're creating this virus in a lab to unleash it on humanity. And then they're creating the cure, supposedly, or the treatment for it, to make money off of it. And the treatment itself is hurting people, from my understanding, from the research I've done, from listening to real doctors that aren't trying to fool or hurt humanity. Good doctors. So long story short, you have this guy that works for this company, Pfizer, basically spilling the beans. And the video's out there if you want to see what happened. So go look it up. Basically Project Veritas and Jordan Tristan Walker. See the video for yourself. And again, I saw the video and how he reacted. And that's what prompted me to make this video. Number one, like I just stated, you guys need to understand the evil that is taking place in this world. And number two, the fact that the video seemed staged. It seemed fake. It seemed like performative garbage. The guy, he was an actor. Like, to me, he was an actor. He looked like he was acting. But what does that say about Project Veritas and what they're doing? And what I have to say about them is, I'm not going to knock them per se. I'm just going to say, yes, it's great the work that they're doing. However, I just find it a little suspicious that they're so good at always getting the dirt and the information that they want. It's almost as if they're being told these things on purpose so that you can basically have some kind of respectable journalism out there, some people that you can trust, right? and they're spilling the beans on things. They're basically releasing these secrets so that you believe what they tell you, right? So this is all that's going on. And that leads me to believe is that there's actually worse things planned for humanity. I heard Bill Gates say, and I saw a video where he was like, the next time we have an epidemic or whatever, or something released, people are going to be forced to pay attention because apparently we weren't taking the C-19 serious enough for Bill Gates. So what does that tell you? They're planning on doing worse things. So they don't really care if you know about this. This is nothing compared to what they really want to do. And I know a lot worse things that they want to do to humanity. So honestly, this is not a big deal compared to the things they actually want to do. Again, just like I said about Andrew Tate, when I said, if they're allowing this guy to go out there and speak these things and say these things, it's because they want that out there. So they can make him some kind of martyr, or if you're like this guy, we're going to take you down. That's what Andrew Tate was about, from what I've seen. And I don't think there's anything Andrew Tate can do to make me think otherwise. Now, I don't care if he's innocent or guilty. He served his purpose for the cult, for the agenda, for the ones that control the world, the evil ones. He did what he was there to do, and now they're done with him, and he's out the way. They only allow people to do those kind of things if they want that out there. So again, Project Veritas to me is just so good at getting the dirt, getting the information, getting into secret meetings with these executives, even though they're not secret meetings, right? They're just basically setting these people up on dates and then getting information out of them. But the point I'm trying to make is, how do they always get this stuff? It's like they never fail. And then you have somebody like James O'Keefe who will say, oh, they're always attacking me. They're trying to do this to me, do that. Yes, because you're the martyr, right? You're the sacrificial lamb that they're putting out there to be the hero. Just like Trump, just like Elon Musk, all these other people. They put you out there on a fucking pedestal. Now you're the guy. You're the truth teller. You're the truth speaker. So what comes with that is they're going to punish you. They're going to take you down eventually, right? At some point, there's not going to be a James O'Keefe or Project Veritas. They're going to get rid of them too. They're going to, once they use them and they're done with them, they discard them. So right now, he's exposing the things they want him to expose. Again, after I saw the video, you guys can go look at it yourself. It just looked like a bunch of trash, like a bunch of actors. And I suspected this about Project Veritas before, but I didn't say anything about it because I was like, well, they're doing good work, right? And I don't want to be, what do you call it? The one that ruins the mood. But hey, I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna speak the truth. I don't care what anybody thinks about that. If you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. If you agree with me, you agree with me. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, okay? Again, it's way too convenient that they are able to get all this dirt and information on all the people that they always go after. I just think they're just a little bit too good at what they do. And I'm not the only one that's sussing this. There are other people that are talking about it too. I haven't really looked at those videos, but I've heard that there are people questioning if this video is legitimate or not. They think this guy's an actor, the Pfizer guy, the executive. And he acts like he's an actor. He acts like an actor. So when I see stuff like that, and I'm like, well, if he's acting and Project Veritas is there with him, then why? What makes me think that they're not acting too, right? And then that makes me question everything else. From that point, then I go backwards and I look at everything else and I'm like, well, were they acting here? Were they acting there? Were they being given information because they wanted the public to know this? So the way that I see it is, again, you have Project Veritas being the heroes, being given information to release to the public because the things that they have planned are worse. So they don't care if you know this stuff. They're like, okay, well, this is all news, right? Like everybody knows that this is going on. I mean, if you've been paying attention, if you've been listening, and I know a lot of people that watch me know this already. Like you had David Icke talking about this 3 years ago. That's why he got removed on freaking YouTube. This isn't new. There have been people talking about this. Kerry Cassidy, there have been other people that have been exposing this stuff going on with The C-19. This isn't new shit. But who do they want to make it seem as they're the revelators of the knowledge? Oh, look, Project Veritas. They're the heroes. They're the saviors. They're telling you the truth. They're showing you the way. Yeah, okay. I already knew this shit 3 years ago. You're not telling me shit that I didn't know, right? But anyways, I think I've said enough. I think you guys get the point. Go look at the video. Tell me what you see. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Take your biases out of it. And just look at the video for what it is. It looks like a fucking act. And again, ask yourself, why are Project Veritas allowed to always get the dirt that they're trying to get? They always get it. No matter who they go after, they always get the dirt they want to get. How is that always happening? How are they so lucky? How are they so good at this? Well, again, my thoughts, they're being allowed to do this. Period. So what does that mean about them? They're probably in on it. I'm not saying they're doing this stuff, but they're allowed to get the information to put it out to the public because there are worse things going on. Anyways, I've said enough. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.